is up, guys? Welcome back to racenews.com. Welcome back to another one of our previews. All right, let's go to Turfway Park. It's the only United States-based Kentucky Derby prep race this weekend. It is the John Battaglia Memorial. Like I said, at Turfway, going a mile and 16th on the synthetic surface. We've got a field of 13, 12 in the main body of the field, one also eligible. So we'll talk about all of them. Put up on the screen for you now. First one off the bat here is the winner of the local prep race last time out, Street Beast, the number one Street Beast, a horse that's won 3 out of 5 lifetime starts, 4 turf starts to start his career, an allowance win at Kentucky Downs, and then a stakes win at Kentucky Downs, and then 4th in the Breeders' Cup juvenile turf after that. And then last time out, like I said, the local prep race right here at Turfway Park, a winner in gate-to-wire fashion by a length. This will be the farthest race of his career, never been past a mile, and that could be a big factor. Last time out, he got a lonely lead. They went pretty slow up front, and he was able to just take him gate to wire. Can he do that again? It's not projected to have a slow pace. We're going to have a pretty fast pace. We're going a 16th of a mile longer. So that's the challenge. But the good news is he has been very classy, and he's looked good so far. So, probably comes in here as the favorite, I would imagine. There's no morning line odds out yet, but if he's not the favorite, he'll be close to it. Street Beast in with a big shot. The number 2 is Steel Imperium. Steel Imperium, a horse that broke the maiden last time out right here at Turfway Park in a 6-furlong maiden special weight event by 4 lengths, a very impressive victory. They did go fast up front in this race, and that's why he was able to close as strongly as he did. Like I said, going 6 furlongs just kind of zoomed by. This horse is by essential quality out of an arch mare, so really the distance shouldn't be much of a problem. Speed figure came back a little bit light for that race. Going to have to move forward. Probably should move forward, though. I think this one's a little bit of a player at what should be a decent price. I think you'll see a step forward. I think you'll see pace. Like I said, I do think the pace is going to be hot. I think Steel Imperium comes in here with a big shot after that beautiful debut victory by 4 lengths. The number 3 is Maximus Prime. Maximus Prime, 2 races here over the synthetic surface. Neither one of them went very well. In fact, this horse has 6 starts, 0 victories. Went 1 mile last time out, got 3rd. That was on February 14th. So this would be a 7-day turnaround. I would imagine that's not going to happen. I don't think this horse is actually going to run, so the 13 is going to probably get in. That's why we'll talk about him in a second. That was the first time that race on February 14th that he was close to winning. Like I said, he got 3rd, only beaten 2.5. He's just he's on the struggle bus. Let's put it that way. He just hasn't been able to get the job done, and this is not going to be the spot. So I don't think he runs here. Hopefully he does not. If he does, it's an easy toss. The number 4 is Kilo Tango. This is a horse trained by Brad Cox, who moved to the synthetic surface last time out right here at Turfway Park. Another one came from way out of it, from the clouds. He was nearly 10 lengths behind. He was in 11th on that 1 mile event and ended up winning by a half length. Before that, he ran in a maiden special weight at Churchill Downs going 1 mile. Finished 3rd, beating a length and 3/4. Tried the dirt on debut and didn't do much running. Yeah, he looks light on the speed figure side of things, but if there's a lot of pace, he's another one that could come running late. We know he's going to have that late kick. It's just, can he pass horses that are a little bit better than what he's been facing? That's going to be the big challenge in this one. The number 5 is Baytown Dreamer. This is a horse, 10 lifetime starts, just 1 victory. Has a 1 second and 3/3 as well. So 5 of 10 hitting the board. He's been in some tough races and some races where he certainly didn't belong. He was 99-1 in the Southwest Stakes where he got beat 29 lengths. He was 84-1 in the Smarty Jones. He did get 3rd in that race. That was a very, very oddly run race. You look at some of his turf races, they have not been very good either. This is a total pass for me. They're going to keep trying it, I guess. Going to try to get him the Kentucky Derby, but so far, not a lot of luck in these races when taking on better company. The number 6 is Time for Money. Time for Money made the Turfway Park debut last time out. Ran in an allowance race going 1 mile. On the synthetic, got 4th, beaten 3 1/4. This is another one, looks completely overmatched. 1 win in 5 starts, hadn't hit the board in any of the other starts. Got 1st in a main special weight on the turf at Churchill Downs, 3 races back. The number didn't come back very strong. I hate to be a broken record, but this is another one I just don't see a whole lot from in this spot. The number 7 is Atfield. Okay, now we got one, right? The number 7, Atfield. Horse has won 2 out of 3 lifetime starts. We haven't seen the horse since November 7th of 2025. He was winning that day, though, in a stakes race up at Aqueduct by a half length. He beat Noble Dynasty, not a terrible horse there. Finished third in the Futurity, sprinting at Belmont the Big A before that. Broke the maiden sprinting at Saratoga, beat Schwarzenegger that day. Schwarzenegger, a horse that had a lot of hype, really didn't live up to it though, but still was able to beat him that day. Caught him late, and the stretch out last time out there at Aqueduct pretty good as well. I think he comes in with a nice shot here. Ricardo Santana got them out last time out. He'll have it this time as well. I think this horse comes in with a shot. I would love to have seen a race under his belt, but maybe the plan is get a race under his belt right here at this track. Let's see if he likes it, and if he does, we'll be ready to really pop in the Jeff Ruby Stakes next. Maybe that's what they're thinking, but I like this horse. Let's see if he can get the job done here. One thing I will mention, he is by Vacoma out of a Street Boss mare that isn't exactly bred to go long, and I think that's why they probably put him sprinting a couple of times, but he ran decent enough going a mile and 16th last time out to think he'll be okay here. But like I say, not like the craziest, hey, we need to go 2 turns type of pedigree, so keep that in mind. The number 8 is Great White. Both starts of his career coming right here at Turfway Park. On debut, broke the maiden by 2 1/4, and then last time out tried the local stakes race here and got beat by Street Beast by 5 3/4. It wasn't a great race for Great White, but second start, first time going long, no pace. The horse got too far behind. I can see why the horse is going to improve in this spot. So not really for me. I'm not going to play him, but this is one that I do think will improve with a little bit more pace in this spot today. The number 9 is Stop the Car. 3 starts, 2 wins for Stop the Car. And look, a very nice maiden claiming victory. Now, it was a $150,000 maiden claiming victory, but it was a sharp one at Keeneland. Moved into an allowance company next, going 1 mile at Churchill Downs. That was on the Stars of Tomorrow 2 card. He was really impressive. A 3 3/4 length victory. Really looked nice in that race. Went to the comp last time out and did no running. Got 7th, beaten 5 3/4. And so now we're here, going to try it. This horse is by Maximum Security out of a Tisnow mare. I don't necessarily think the synthetic surface is just an amazing thing for him, but it's not impossible. That is for sure. Brendan Walsh, really good trainer. So, yeah, we'll see what happens here. I think the race at Churchill 2 back puts him squarely in this thing, but the Lecomte kind of was just that's pretty disappointing. I do think these are easier horses to beat in the spot. Man, I'm on the fence with him as of right now. I don't have him, but I do think this is a good spot to try it. May have just been a little bit overhyped, on that debut. And I should say I don't have him to win. I do have him in the top 4 that I'll reveal in a second. But, I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence on what to do with him in this spot. I do think, like I said, that race 2 back gives him a little bit of a shot. The number 10 is Ace's Honor. This is a horse coming off back-to-back wins over the turf. Will now move over to the synthetic surface for the first time. 2 races back. Broke the maiden at Fairgrounds before winning a stakes race at Sam Houston last time out. Yes, they're still running races at Sam Houston. No, we still cannot watch them or bet them unless we're in the state of Texas. That is one of the most frustrating things ever. But anyway, they still are running races there, and he was pretty good in that last spot. So, or last race, I should say. We'll see if this horse can handle the synthetic first start on it. Usually turf to synthetic translates pretty well. I think Ace's Honor is one that's going to kind of pressure the leader. I think he's a legit speed horse that'll go out there with the horse on the rail. Street Beast. The number 11 is Fulleffort. Another nice turf horse that tried synthetic last time out. Local prep race right here. They got no pace to run out. He was pretty far behind. He got second, only beating a length. He did make up a lot of ground that day, but could not catch Street Beast. 2 races back, a 5-length winner in an allowance race at Keeneland. 3 races back, a maiden special weight winner at Kentucky Downs. This is a horse that just always seems to show up with a good race. I think getting back to mile 16th is going to help. I thought the allowance at Keeneland was his best race. So I think getting back to that's going to help. I think there's pace in here. I think that's going to help as well. Yeah, we'll just see if he can get it done in a spot like this and kind of improve second time running here on the synthetic. That's going to be a big key here. Second time on the synthetic, and like I said, hopefully gets a little bit of pace. The number 12 is Two Out Hero. A horse we haven't seen since September of last year, September 13th. Finished third in the summer. That was a grade 1 race at Woodbine, and then had won 2 races before that. Had a 12-length victory on debut over the synthetic surface before a turf stakes victory sprinting in the second start. This horse by Warfront out of Liam's Map mare, so should be able to go long, and ran well when he tried it in the summer. I kind of look at him the same way I view the 7 Atfield. I would have liked to seen a race from Atfield and from Two Out Hero. Haven't seen him since 2-year-old season, but this is a really good spot for him. This is a spot that makes sense. So I think he's in here with a big shot. It'll just be a matter of can he be ready off that kind of layoff to win a race like this? And finally, the number 13 is Small Town, and I actually think it's very important that Small Town drew into the race. This is a horse that broke the maiden last time out at Turfway Park by a length and a quarter. He received a time form figure that is very good. It's a very good number on debut there of 96. So a very good debut number. It was just 6 furlongs, so that's a little bit worrisome. He won by a length and a quarter. I think he's going to go from this outside post position. I do think he'll be up there with the leaders. Pedigree is a little bit sketchy going long by Speightstown, and then has Irish Bred on the bottom half. I don't know much about the pedigree there, but I think it's 50-50 if he's going to be better going one turn or two. But I do think Small Town, a lot of times you get also eligible is like, I'm not sure. I do think this horse is decent. I think he's got a shot here. It's just going to depend on, can he kind of progress going longer? All right, that is the field of 13. I'll give you my top 4. I'm going to go number 11, Full Effort, on top in this spot. Number 11, Full Effort, I think it's a better pace setup this time out. I think we'll run better second out on the synthetic. And I think the extra 16th of a mile is going to make the difference. He was a little goofy, I thought, in the first race, but once he got going, he was making up ground. So I'm going to go number 11, Full Effort, on top. I will go with the number 7, Atfield, in second. I'll go number 1, Street Beast, in third, and I'll go number 9, Stop the Car, in fourth. So 11, 7, 1, and 9. 11, 7, 1, 9. That'll be the top 4. And like I said, number 11, Full Effort, on top for me in the John Battaglia. All right, guys, that'll do it for this preview. Hit that like button if you like, hit subscribe. You really like it. Want to get alerted anytime we do videos like this. And most importantly, good luck if you're playing Turfway Park on Saturday.